And so if you want to, you could go ahead and introduce yourself and kind of tell us what you talked about in your TikTok videos.
Absolutely. I am Natalie Cash. I actually talk on country music radio. I know audio, I know the software, and I just started playing around with it. And I saw someone else do this on TikTok, and I thought, I got to see what this is all about. And so, anyways, here we are. So, my friend just said, don't smile. I don't know how to not smile, so I apologize. We're talking about death of a woman, and anyway, I'm not gonna explain myself anymore, but here you go. Here's the audio.
Yeah.
So and has not been enhanced. It has not really been touched. So I'm just gonna let you do what you want me to do to it.
Okay.
So you want to hear it from the top, or what do you want me to do?
Yeah, let's just start from the top and let everybody hear it.
Robinson County 911, what's the address of your emergency?
Hi, are you able to trace the location of my phone?
Let me see. You don't know where you're at?
A national park.
What's the phone number you're calling me from? Where's the park located at?
In Bear Bluff.
Let's see.
I have my location on, I think, on my phone. Time my phone is on. This did my show on my location.
Okay, I'm showing, hold on 1 second. I don't think you are in Robinson County. Yeah, the Lumber River State Park.
Yeah, that's where I am.
Okay. Tell me what's happened.
I'm about to kill myself, and I just want my family to know where to find me.
Okay, ma'am. Just listen to what I'm saying, okay? Let me make sure I got the exact location where you're at, okay? Just 1 minute.
There you go. What would you like me to do to it?
Just whatever you did in your TikTok videos, kind of what you discovered with it.
All right. So what I did before was basically I didn't touch anything with the 911 caller's voice and Mica's voice. All I did was touch what is in between her talking and the other girl talking. So if you start from the top, that part where after she answers the phone, everyone's saying she says my folder or Mica folder. So
Robinson County 911, what's the address of your emergency?
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do on this part. I'm going to turn it up. And I'm also going to take away that noise. So is that not wild?
Yeah.
Crazy. And then the Fair Bluff part It's right here.
Okay, Dad.
In Fair Bluff.
So this part, I had the 911 dispatcher on a previous video with me, and her opinion is that the first two parts, the Mica folder or the Fair Bluff part, she thinks it is a 911 dispatcher in the background. This part, I haven't taken that part on the other videos. I did not take out that because you can't really hear it like that, but
In Fair Bluff.
like right there.
Mm-hmm.
Fair Bluff. Fair Bluff.
Like I'm not hearing it right now, but I am very hard at hearing.
Yeah.
You don't hear it. She doesn't hear it either. And I'm in a $1 million studio.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's try it again.
In Fair Bluff.
See, like right there, I don't hear it. Now on this one, when I was playing around with it here,
Let's see.
I have my location.
where did she say that?
Time my phone is on.
Oh, right here. Sorry.
Where's the park located at?
Right there.
Yeah.
You hear that?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait.
Where's the park located at?
In
So the 911 dispatcher, she told me that like that creaking noise, like that people thought maybe it was a boat.
Yeah.
She thinks that it was from a headset. Like when a 911 dispatcher, when they wear a headset, and since I've turned this up, those noise are going to be a lot more obvious.
Yeah.
But she says it could be like creaking of a chair or messing with the headset
Mm-hmm.
or something like that. But she also said that a lot of times in a 911 center, there's a trainer or a supervisor next to you.
Mm-hmm.
And that person is, looking to where that person is, where they're saying or whatever. And they are telling the girl that's actually on the 911 call
Yeah.
where that person is. So it could be another 911 dispatcher in the background finding her location. So.
Yeah. So it might not even be on Mica's end. It might be on the 911 end.
Yes, she thought that part, the first part she thought for sure was the 911 center. This part, she's about 70% that it's the 911 center. But she does think it's weird. She thinks the first part and the second part, the cadence of the voice and stuff like that is the exact same. But when you go to the end of the call, this is that unedited part right here where she ends it.
Let me make sure I got the exact location where you're at, okay? Just 1 minute.
And right there is when she's ending the call. And the other day when I was messing with it, like if you go here, like she thinks that's a different cadence than the first two parts of the call.
And where you're at, okay? Just 1 minute.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So she's like, that for sure was not the first two parts of that call. So
that might be on Mica's end there.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know what he's saying at the end, even in the studio. Could you tell? You have better again. All right. She wants me to play it again.
And where you're at, okay? Just 1 minute.
Yeah. You cannot,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to reach here and be like, oh, he says this, but you really can just not tell what in the world they're saying there at the end. I've slowed it down. I've done all the things, and it's just, she thinks something's definitely up at the end.
Yeah.
This is an opinion.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
I saw your TikTok, and that's why I reached out, because I saw how you were kind of breaking it down and looking at it, and I figured that's something we've discussed a lot on here, because I come live just about every day and discuss different cases, and we've been discussing this one a lot, and people have been saying the 911 call, and I've had a private investigator on here because a lot of people are torn. Some people think it's AI. Some people think she was four. Some people think, all the rumors. So the private investigator I talked to definitely thinks that it's a real call. It's not AI, but he's leaning towards it could be a forced call. And so
Yes.
since you brought up the the different background noises and things like that, it's kind of like, was there someone there? Was there not?
Right. And it's so weird because nothing in this case makes sense. I was watching your live last night and I'm like, it's just all so crazy and nothing is normal, and it's like people are like, let it go, she's gone, and it's at the same time you're like, well, it's not an open and shut case.
Mm-hmm.
There's got to be the FBI investigating this. I mean, the math ain't mathin', that's for sure.
That's what everybody says just about every day, and we can't figure out exactly why and all these questions. That's when I had the PI on here. He said, he didn't think it was thoroughly investigated, and one thing I said was, there's too many questions and not enough answers. If all the questions were answered, then we could probably accept, whatever the truth is and move on. But there's too many, we just don't know. And
Right.
it needs to be, I think it needs to be answered, and the family definitely wants some answers. So
For sure. For sure. And that's why I started looking into this. Not an FBI anything.
yeah.
But so that's
So
it.
what's your theory, just knowing what you know about the case?
I mean, like I said, the math ain't mathin'. I mean, I love the Lord. I've been in many, many sermons, and I have never in my life had a preacher ever talk badly about their wife and put her down in front of a congregation. And I just think that his behavior is just so inappropriate. And again, the math ain't mathin' at all.
No.
Yeah.
And
So
it looks like the FBI's investigating the death investigation now. So they're
that's
moving
great.
towards I saw an
Yeah.
article about that the other day, and it's been getting confirmed through different sources. So hopefully it's being looked into the way everybody wants it to be looked into.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's all I can help you with. And I hope that you, I helped